What's going on, guys? So OMIGHTY back out again with the weekly Rust skins videos, and as we can see, we've actually got some pretty skits looking skins for this week. We have the Opulent set continuing with the road sign. We have the Retro Wave set continuing with the sleeping bag. We have a new pink LR, so that isn't very uncommon these days. We have a new rock, we have a new sheet metal door, and we have a new furnace, which I saw on that Gentleman Guys video like 2 weeks ago now, I think. So I'm actually surprised that it ended up getting accepted, but let's have a look at the Opulent stuff. I just want to straight up say I like the Opulent stuff, but I just think it's really weird looking at these thumbnails. They always look blurry to me. I don't know what it is. There's something about the edit. I think that they're like a little bit dark around the sides or something, but they just look blurry. I don't know what it is about those pictures, but having a look at the road sign stuff, they are all the exact same design as what the Metal Gear was, and in my opinion that's a good thing, and I guess in everyone else's opinion that bought it, it would also be a good thing because we want the kilt so that it can match with the Metal Gear. Although the only problem with the road sign is that it's all going for $4.35. I do think if you were to invest in any of it, go with the kilt. I wouldn't recommend getting the helmet just because it's $4.35, and the coffee can helmet is quite easily replaced by a wolf headdress and a bandana, a wolf headdress and a beard, rat mask beard, etc. Or you can just go straight to Metal Gear and be a Chad. So $4.35, I don't think that's going to be worth it for the coffee can helmet, especially when it comes to investing. I think it's going to go below that price, or at least you'll be able to pick it up the first week with a buy order for cheaper than that. As for the road sign vest, $4.35, I do think that's an okay spot for it to be at. In a year's time, it's probably going to be more than $4.35, but I do see the road sign vest definitely being a long-term investment. And so for that reason, I would recommend getting that one off the community market with a buy order as well. As for the road sign kilt, $4.35, I think they all look really good. I do think the kilt will be the best investment. Obviously, the kilt is going to have the most demand out of these three items, and that's because they can obviously be matched with the Metal Gear as well. So you're going to need the kilt the whole way through the wipe, whereas you're not going to need the road sign jacket or the coffee can helmet the whole way through the wipe. They will easily get replaced. $4.35 is still way above standard store price and still expensive in my opinion for this as an investment. So as a short-term investment, I'm not going to recommend investing in this one at all. I do see good potential in the Opulent road sign kilt though, so I will recommend investing in it as a medium to long-term item. I do think you can flip it pretty easily within the next couple of months, especially during Christmas time. It's probably going to be above that $4.35. But as a short-term investment, I don't see it stonking that hard, and so I do think it's going to be below this price of $4.35 once it releases to the community market for a little bit, just due to oversaturation and a lot of undercutters. And then sometime after Christmas, I do see the road sign kilt making you some easy stonks. So I would recommend investing in the Opulent road sign kilt for this week. But if you are someone that doesn't have a very large Steam wallet, then I won't recommend investing in it. What I would recommend to do instead is to place a buy order on the community market and get it from there, and try and make the maximum profits you can off of that one by getting it for as cheap as possible with a buy order. So overall, I will recommend getting the kilt for this week if you do have a decent amount of money in your Steam wallet, but I will not recommend getting the road sign vest or the coffee can helmet, as I don't think they're going to make you money, so I won't recommend getting them as investments. Although if you do want to get them as play skins, I definitely will recommend them because I do think they look sick. Alrighty, moving over to the Meteorite rock, we have, and this one is going for $2.90, which is the standard store price. Now, just looking at these pictures, I initially didn't actually like it just from the first picture. Just the standard boring default Rust picture that it does for the rock. Although looking at the second picture and then the third picture, seeing it in game, I actually do think that even though this is quite a simple design, it's actually quite a nice design, a good aesthetic on the rock itself, and definitely actually is quite a unique rock skin. And currently it is also the third last item on the Rust item store, so that's a good spot for it to be at. Although rock skins aren't usually the best things to be investing in, going to $2.90, that is a good thing because it's the standard store price, but in comparison to last year, this is actually above what its old standard store price was, so that isn't a great thing, and rock skins were a risky investment even then. So there is some skins that look, I'm not going to say exactly the same or really that similar, but the closest one to it in my opinion would be the Morganite rock. and that one's going for $1.84, but it does have 166 quantity on the market. I do think the Meteorite rock is probably going to have actually below 100 quantity on the market, just because it's going to be getting overshadowed a little bit by the road sign and the sleeping bag for this week. So that is a good thing for the Meteorite rock skin, but I don't think it's going to have a crazy amount of demand once it comes onto the community market and leaves the Ross Autumn store. And that's just because it does look unique, but it doesn't have that crazy oomph to it like some of the other skins do. For example, like the watermelon rock or the chicken frozen turkey rock, whatever it is. So for that reason, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Meteorite rock for this week. If you buy it as a play skin and you just want to sell it when you get over Ross, I do think that this one can actually make you some money, but I do think it's going to be just a little bit of money. So overall, I do think there's better skins to be investing in for this week. But if you wanted to pick this one up as a play skin, then sure, buy it. But as an investment, I will not recommend investing in the Meteorite rock for this week. Alrighty guys, moving over to the Tween LR. So this one's going for $2.90, which is the standard store price for weapons and tools. So that's definitely a good thing. And the LR recently has seen itself getting a lot of meme, let's say, skins in and a lot of pink skins in. So they definitely do like to use some more girly themes for the LR. I'm not sure if that is them face punch ripping on people using LRs and they're all AK chads there. But let's have a look at the community market. The Kitty LR is going for $2.45, which is the cheapest pink skin for the LRs. Then we've got the Base Breaker LR for $3.31, the Pink Death LR for $3.64, and the Prancing Pony, which is purple, but it's going for $4.96. So these are the skins that look the closest to the Tween LR, and only one of them is actually below the price of the Tween LR, which is the QT LR, although that one does have 171 quantity on the community market, so it did get oversaturated by quite a bit. I do think that the QT LR is actually the most similar looking LR to the Tween LR out of the pink skins, which definitely isn't a good sign, but I do overall think that the Tween LR is going to perform slightly better than the QT LR for two reasons. One, I do think it actually does look better. I think it's a cleaner looking skin. And two, I don't think the quantity for the Tween LR is going to be as high on the community market as the QT LR, and so I don't think it's going to get as badly oversaturated. Now, that's not saying I don't think it isn't going to get oversaturated, because currently it is 5th on the top sellers, so that is midway through the top sellers, although I do see it becoming in the top 3 over this coming week. So overall for the Tween LR, I do see a little bit of risk in it, but I do still see it going above the $2.90 as the other 3 out of the 4 pink LR skins have. And so for that reason, I do see the Tween LR being a safer investment for this week in comparison to some of the other items in this Ross Autumn store, and so for that reason I will recommend investing in the Tween LR for this week. Alrighty guys, moving over to the Meow Meow sheet metal door. This one's going for $2.15, which is the standard store price for deployables lately, and I'm not 100% sure if this curtain on the Meow Meow sheet metal door is glowing or not, so you guys will see that in game, I'm sure, but this is going for $2.15. As I said, I do see quite a few similar looking in design skins on the community market that aren't performing very well, such as the Shippy and Friends door, the Happy Rabbit door, the Riveted Summer door, the Rocket door, and the Year of the Rat door, just as examples, although the Year of the Rat door is going for $2.15. Although in saying that, there is 12 pages of sheet metal door skins, so overall I'm still going to say sheet metal door skins are usually quite a safe investment. As I said, there's 12 pages of sheet metal door skins, and there's only 2.5 pages that are actually below this $2.15, slightly under 2.5 pages below this $2.15 standard store price. So out of 12 pages, you've definitely got some good odds there for making money on the sheet metal door skins. So for that reason, I do see potential in the Meow Meow sheet metal door skin making you some money. It probably won't be a crazy high amount of money, although just because it is in this week's skins, I really don't think it's going to get bought that much. I think the Opulent's definitely going to be the focus for this week, and so I don't think that there's really any chance of the Meow Meow sheet metal door skin getting oversaturated on the community market, which is definitely a good thing for its prices in the future. And so for that reason, I will recommend investing in the Meow Meow sheet metal door skin for this week, just because it is $2.15 and I don't think it's going to get oversaturated. Plus, if it does glow, which you guys will be seeing probably right now, then that is also going to add a little bit of value to the skin. If it doesn't, that's too bad, but I do still see potential in the Meow Meow sheet metal door skin for this week. So for that reason, I will recommend investing in it. Alrighty guys, moving over to the Retro Wave sleeping bag. This one's going for $2.15, which is the standard store price for deployables at the moment. And the Retro Wave sleeping bag is a continuation of the Retro Wave set now, which was only just started, I'm assuming, a week ago, I think it was, when the crossbow came out. And this is a very unique looking, hyped up set in my opinion. I actually really like it, and I hope to see more of these skins released in the future. But the only problem with sleeping bag skins is that the demand for them really isn't that high on the community market, and once they leave the Rust Item store, they are usually getting oversaturated at the moment. For example, the Winter Scout sleeping bag has 263 quantity on the market at the moment. The Forest Camo bag has 264 quantity on the market at the moment, and the tea bag has 62 quantity on the market at the moment. So all of them, in my opinion, are oversaturation, except for the tea bag skin. 62 is a good spot for it to be at. I do think the Retro Wave sleeping bag is going to have probably around about 100 on the community market. Thankfully, the Opulent set has come out at the same time, so I do see people buying that over the Retro Wave sleeping bag for this week, although I still do see a lot of hype for this sleeping bag, and for that reason I do think that people are going to be investing in these quite a lot, and the community market is still going to get oversaturated with this sleeping bag. So I do see the Retro Wave sleeping bag making you money, although I don't see it being a short-term investment. So for that reason, I won't recommend investing in the Retro Wave sleeping bag as a short-term investment, but I will recommend investing in the Retro Wave sleeping bag as a medium to long-term investment, especially because there is 6 pages of sleeping bag skins on the market, and then the second page onwards are more expensive than $2.15. So either way, I see it being a safe investment for the week, especially because it is only the standard store price. But to maximize your potential profits, I do also see it being a long-term investment instead of a short to medium-term investment. Right, and moving over to the final skin of the week, we've got the Tiger Crown Furnace. This one's going for $2.15 as well, which is also standard store price. Definitely a good thing. I actually think this is a really unique looking furnace skin, and I didn't actually realize, but it must be a continuation of the, I guess, Tiger set. So there is also that old sleeping bag that has the tiger stripe on it as well. And for such an old sleeping bag, it actually got oversaturated by quite a bit. I'm not sure if it was a consistent drop or something in those loot bags, but maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, I'm not sure. But there's a lot of them on the community market. Going for $2.15, the Tiger Crown Furnace should be a relatively safe investment. There is 8 pages of furnace skins on the community market, and only one of those pages are actually below $2.15. So there is a chance of the Tiger Crown Furnace going below $2.15 on the community market, although at the moment it is the last on the Rust Item store, and I do think it's going to swap between last and second last with the Meow Meow sheet metal door. So for that reason, I do see a brighter future for the Tiger Crown Furnace skin on the community market in comparison to some of the other furnace skins that have released on the community market, and I don't see it getting oversaturated at all. So for that reason, I do think that the Tiger Crown Furnace should be a safe investment for this week. And for that reason, I will recommend investing in it for this week. Righty guys, so this is my cart for this week. I've got one of everything, except I have 2 of the entire Opulent set. So I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway with the other set instead of investing in them. So you guys have to go to my Discord if you want to be a part of this giveaway, and go to the announcements section. And I'm just asking if you guys want 1 winner for the entire set, or if you want 3 winners for each item. So instead, it could be 1 person wins the whole set, or 3 winners win, 1 person wins a helmet, 1 person wins a chest, and the other person wins a kilt. So you guys vote yes or no on that in the Discord, in the announcements channel. I'll let you guys vote on that, and whatever is decided at the end of the week is what I will end up doing when I draw the giveaway. So there will either be one winner or there will be 3 winners, but this is what my cart is looking like for this week. I'm not actually really investing in anything. As you can see, I've just got one of everything. I might invest a little later into the week, we'll see. But for now, just take my advice on what I've said for the items throughout this week. This one's going to cost me $38.35. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one.